Hey guys, it's Nick with Skirb Sports Cards here for a little dual reveal. Got about 26 cards back from my group submitter Josh Cade with Diamond Elite Grading. As always, a big shout out to Josh. Again, 26 cards. This is both a PSA and BGS reveal. Cards were sent out at the same time, and I'm getting them both back at the same time. The PSA order has my cards as well as a few friends' cards in it, so we'll just get started. First one is from my buddy Woody. He's got, I don't know, 8 cards or so, and it's Connor Bedard Upper Deck Portraits rookie. This one did not grade quite as well as we wanted. Got an 8. I do pre-grade my cards, and on the pre-grade checklist here, the Upper Deck Portraits, right up on top here, the Bedard, I had it pre-graded as a 9. So I'm going to put a little minus next to that. Moving on with Woody's cards here, it's the Upper Deck O-Pee-Chee Glossy Connor Bedard. This one got a 9. And I did have this pre-graded as a 9. My dog is digging underneath my desk here, so if there's a big jolt or something happens, that's why. So the Bedard O-Pee-Chee got a 9. And I'll circle that one. That's what I got. The next one is a big boy. Oopsies, I had those wrong here, actually. The big boy, the Bedard Young Guns, I had it pre-graded as a 9 with the possibility for a 10. And it got a 9. I know they are grading these pretty hard. As you can see, corners and edges are very good here. Nothing to note. Looks pretty centered to me. But a nice Bedard Young Guns got the 9. So we'll mark that as even. Next one I did tell Woody not to send out. It is a Wyatt Johnston 22-23 Upper Deck, the 94-95 SP Red. I had this pre-graded as an 8, and it came back a 7. I believe it had, it's got some corner edge wear up the top left there. And I think the back you could see even more. Just with the die cuts, these are very, very hard to grade. The dark borders, you get a lot of edging. So this one came back a 7. I had it pre-graded as an 8. I don't think Woody's very happy with that one. So we had 2 that we predicted and 2 that did worse than predictions. Next one is Jake Ottinger, the Young Guns. Had this pre-graded as a 9, and it came back a 9. These were sent in during the NHL playoffs, so about 2 months ago. Ottinger was pretty hot. So Young Guns at a 9, which was right where we thought it would be. Next one is Owen Power Young Guns. I had this pre-graded as a 9, and this one I looked at right when I just pulled out about 5 minutes ago, and I could not see why this got a 7. I am going to have to look at this pretty hard, but corners, edges look good. I mean, I see a little tiny edging up there, but that's not 7 worthy. I don't see any dings. I don't see anything on the surface at all. So not quite sure why this got a 7, but it did. So Owen Power, 7 and a minus. Next one is a Marco Rossi. You can see on the pre-grade here, we had the Rossi pre-graded a 9. And it came back as a 9, right where I thought it would be. This one looks pretty much similar condition as the Owen Power before it. And this one got the 9. So spot on with that one. Next one is the Boldy Rossi Young Guns checklist. I did advise him not to send this one in just because of the cheapness of it. And it got a 9. We had it pre-graded as a 9. We live in northern Minnesota, so we're Wild fans. So value-wise, it's not really there, but it's a pretty cool card with 2 Wild guys on the checklist and the Young Guns. So Pre-graded a 9, it got a 9. And that's all for Woody's cards. So Woody didn't do too great. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we thought would be's, and 3 that were graded less. Next few are from my buddy Tyler, one of the hottest players in the hobby right now, Paul Skeens. This is the Bowman's Best. I had this pre-graded as a 9, and it came back a 9. This is the purple refractor. I believe this is numbered out of 250. Yeah, out of 250. So I believe this will be listed up on his eBay page shortly. Tyler's just kind of looking to recoup some money for his grading fees and invest back in the hobby. So nice Skeens there. Still with Tyler, we got a Jordan Addison. Ooh, I got to mark the Skeens, but I'll do that next. This is the Phoenix RPA dual jersey patch autograph rookie. I had the Addison as a 9, and it got a 9. Let's see if we can see the numbering here. Oh, upside down. Numbered at a 125. So Jordan Addison, rookie dual jersey autograph, got the PSA 9. So let's mark both of these down. And they both got right at predictions. So still at Tyler's, we have a Ty Chandler. We got the Ty Chandler Phoenix Orange Prism Auto. We had this as a pre-grade as a 9, and this one popped as a 10. So a nice little Ty Chandler with the signing of Aaron Jones. Kind of puts him back in the backup role, but he played pretty good for the Vikes when he got the opportunity last year. So doesn't have a whole lot of graded stuff. This is not a super valuable card, but at 10 it's going to be pretty easy to move. So we finally got our first plus of the order. And you can hear my dog digging in boxes back here. The last one of Tyler's cards, staying with the Vikings, is an Ivan Pace Absolute Red Auto. We had this pre-graded as a 9, and this one came back as a 9. Again, another player, not a whole lot of graded stuff, being in Minnesota, pretty easy to move. He should be able to get right at value right now for it. We'll see as the season progresses how Mr. Pace does. But nice card, graded a 9, pre-graded a 9, so we're right on spot there. So that is it for Tyler's. He had 3 that were right at predictions and 1 that was above. The next 2 are from my buddy Jamie Gomer. He did pretty good. Josh Kelly, this is the die-cut green prism rookie. Got a PSA 10. Nice shine to that. I did have this pre-graded as a 9, and it got the 10. These are short printed 4 or 5. So I'm sure he will be happy with that. And Jamie only had 2 cards with me. The second one, he collects Justin Jefferson. We had this Justin Jefferson Select tie-dye out of 25, pre-graded as a 9. And the last one of Gomer's got a 10. So he'll be happy with that. I think he has a few tie-dyes already, and I think he's got the XRC tie-dye as a 10. So he's going to be pretty happy getting another JJ tie-dye in a 10. So Jamie, I call him Gomer. 2 cards, both of them did better than expectations. Rest of these are mine. So the first one on my list is going to be the Julio Rodriguez right there, Bowman Chrome Mojo Aqua Refractor. Had that as a 9+. I don't oftentimes say my cards are going to 10. So 22 Bowman Mega Box, Aqua Refractor Julio Rodriguez, and this one got a 10. Add some value to it. Wasn't quite sure what to do with it, but after looking at it, it was a pretty nice card. And these are numbered out of 225. So Julio's having an alright season. Not great, not bad. So this one got a 10, so that's a plus there for my first card. Next one was the bigger, one of the bigger cards in my order. Justin Jefferson 2020 Contenders Retro 2000 Rookie Ticket Auto. I had this as an 8.5. I was really hoping for a 9. I knew there was no chance in a 10. And it got a 9. These are pretty tough to come by. I moved one several months ago and I've been looking and finally found this raw. Pretty happy with the 9. Corners are a little soft, hard to see the whitening there, but on the back you can see the edges. Let's see if we can focus here. I guess it doesn't look that bad in the slab. When I sent it in, I remembered the edges were a little soft, but Justin Jefferson, rookie ticket autograph out of 20, got the 9. Very, very happy about this. So that's also a plus for me. Next one is a Trevor Lawrence Obsidian Supernova Red out of 5. I had this as an 8.5 as well. Super die cuts, multiple edges on this one. So I also did not think this was going to 10. Oh, this one's got some filming on the back. But it got the 9. I was happy with that. Like I said, you can see all the edges, corners, whatever you want to call them. But numbered 5 of 5, rookie year, and it got the 9. I gotta peel that off. It's driving me crazy. Must be Panini, or I mean, PSA starting to do that. That's a little different. But nice little shine to it. I've got another Supernova that graded a 10. I think it was out of the 15 version. So 3 cards that I graded, and 3 of them came back better than expected. So that's pretty good. Next one is a 23 Bowman Chrome University CJ Stroud. The Purple Diamond out of 399. I had this pre-graded as a 9. And this one came back a 9, right where I thought it would be. It's got some really good, that mini diamond shine to it. And this one is also numbered out of 399. So Stroud, one of the hotter guys in the football hobby. Shouldn't have a big issue moving that. And it was right at my pre-grading, so where I thought it would be. Next one is a Bryce Young Prism Flashback No Huddle Disco rookie. I did have this pre-graded as a 9. And this one came back as a 10. I've been picking up a lot of Bryce Youngs and grading them recently. I think he's a very good investment. I'm not telling you that the Panthers are going to be the team to beat this year, but I think Bryce Young right now is a little bit of a good buy, undervalued. So I have been picking some of his stuff up. So that one got a bump. I thought that was going to be a 9. And I got another Bryce Young, just a cheapo. I thought this, even though I wrote down this was going to 9, I thought I had a pretty good chance at a 10. This is the Mosaic Reactive Yellow. And it got a 9. I kind of was hoping for a 10 on this. These are, I don't want to say tough grades, but lots of stuff to go on the surface. Edges and corners pretty clean, but it got the 9. Excuse me. Okay, I think I've got a few more here. I don't know why these grade so bad. This is the second one I've sent in. This is the Matt Boldy Upper Deck Extended Exclusives, numbered out of 100. Second one I've sent in that's gotten a 7. I did have this pre-graded as a 9. It's got a little white corner there. Top left, top right's pretty good. Bottom left is pretty good. Bottom right's got a little bit of fuzz, but I don't think this is 7 worthy. But it's the second one that I've gotten a 7 on. I don't see any surface damage, but they do grade these pretty hard. So I had this pre-graded as a 9. This is my first one of the order for me that has been less than expected, down to a 7. Few wrestling cards here. I have a Batista rookie. I had this. These are tougher grades. I had this pre-graded as an 8, and it came back as an 8. Holds some pretty good value in the 8s. With the dark borders on this, they do grade pretty hard. I mean, you can see whitening on the corner there. A little bit of whitening on the edge and corner there. Front, it doesn't look too bad. But I thought this was appropriately graded. I had it pre-graded as an 8, and it came back as an 8. Last one of my PSA, another wrestling card. I don't do a lot of wrestling. They just came available. I had this Orton rookie, Randy Orton, pre-graded as an 8, and it came back as a 9. Once again, these do hold really good value. Tough to grade with the dark borders. As a 9, very happy with that. So pre-graded as an 8, came back a 9. And that is all for my PSA, and I have 3 cards with BGS. First one, I had all these BGS pre-graded as an 8. 2005 Leaf Certified Materials Fabric of the Game, Jim Thorpe and Johnny Unitas dual jersey patches. Tougher grades with the thicker cards. The last one I'll get into a little bit more, but centering 9, edges 8.5, corners 8.5, and surface 7.5. So, thought this was spot on. Numbered 99 of 100. Nice little piece of history here. Slabbed up. And again, another prediction of an 8, the Kirill Kaprizov. This is the 2020-2021 SP Game Used. This is the Emerald, or the green, I guess. Sick patch on that, and I think it's numbered out of 35. There it is. 17 out of 35, and this one got an 8.5. I predicted an 8. Newer cards, you don't really want to see grades below a 9, but on these thick patch cards, that's very acceptable, especially with how sick that patch looks. It's got a whole bunch of color breaks. So, happy with that one. The last one is a PSA crack out. I don't oftentimes crack cards out. This one I just had to. Oops, and I put in the wrong place there. This Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, the Cup 2021-22 scripted sticks autograph. This graded a PSA 6 with a 9 autograph. Looked at it, I'm like, there's no way. No way this is a 6. Cracked it, sent it up to BGS, and it got an 8 with a 10 autograph. So these are game-used sticks. Gretzky and Messier both put up some ridiculous numbers playing there. Centering 9, edges 8, corners 8, surface 7.5. So however that got a PSA 6, I have absolutely no idea. We'll look a little closer. I mean, it's got wear. I'm not telling you it's a perfect card, but I just didn't think there's any way it should have been a 6. That corner's got some good wear on it. Now, all the corners have a little bit of wear, but it is nowhere near a 6 worthy. So I think it's accurately graded as an 8. Very happy with that order, and a big shout out to my man, Josh Cade. Diamond Elite Grading. All of my cards will be listed on my eBay store. I'll probably get them scanned and up tonight. You can find that here. I'll post the links, or not the links, but at least the my username. Also, contact me anytime at Skirb Sports Cards on Instagram. Feel free to reach out with a message. And thanks for watching, guys.